right, welcome back. We're gonna try this again. Oh my gosh, technology is just winning today, so it's that kind of day. I'm gonna wait and have our guest join us and see if I can get her to get added in today. For some reason, it just keeps telling me I can't bring our guest on. I don't know what the deal is. Melanie, can you ask to join? Let me try adding you this way. I think I've got it. Melanie, did you see that invitation? Mel, did you get it? I think we've got it, guys. Just give me 2 more seconds. We're gonna get this to work today. Holy smokers, this is just technology. Loving it. Okay. Melanie should be able to request to join, but also I've sent you an invite. I have sent you an invite, and you should be able to join now. Ha! Here we go. Yay! And we're almost there. Okay, looks like Melanie is joining us. Just going to take 2 seconds because there's a bit of a delay, and then we are going to be good to go. Guys, welcome back to episode 2 of Love the Ones You're With. And this session is all about bringing great people in who love the clients that they already have, instead of just focusing on the new ones. Because, you know, it's important that we add people to our pipeline, but we also want to make sure that we're loving the clients that we already have. So it shows me that we are adding Mel as we speak. And we have a wonderful guest today. Her name is Melanie Piche. And come on, Mel, come on. It's telling me it's adding you. And there we are. Woohoo!
Woohoo! Success!
I love technology. It cracks me up.
You know what I think it was? I've got my phone locked on orientation, and it has to be sideways.
So I'm thankful it wasn't me. I just, you know.
Sorry, I think it was me.
How are you?
I'm good. Clearly technology challenge this morning.
Awesome. Well, hey, we overcame it. So here we are. So
I've got short arms, so I'm super close because I'm on my phone.
Totally fine. So for those, we've got lots of people on, and a lot of people watched last week where we had Laura Fangman and we talked about all the fun things that she does. And so I'm going to let you jump right in because we're going to, you know, be conscious of time. So I would love for you to start by sharing with us a little bit about your Friends with Benefits program. You hinted at that the other day, and I love it. So go for it.
Yeah, so we launched a program called Friends with Benefits last fall for our past clients. And obviously it's a little bit of a cheeky name. The tagline is it's not over when the deal is done. We don't go away when the deal is done. Right. It's got a fun little tagline. So basically what it is a way to connect with our past clients in a meaningful way. It's a club. So there is a monthly email and there's a Facebook group that all of our past clients are in, like a shut down Facebook group. And what we do is we offer 1 service a month. So the first month I think we had 10 hours of handyman services, and people could say, yeah, I'm interested in that. And then we just do a draw. So it's mostly things that are related to owning a house. So we've done handyman services. We've done design consultations with our stager. At Christmas, we did a 10-day giveaway of cool things that would make Christmas easier. We're doing in April, we're sending Poo Patrol in for all of our dog owners who have a lot of poo to pick up when the snow melts. So it's really just a fun way to connect. People love it. We get a lot of people entering the contest. And it's just a fun way to stay in contact rather than sending kind of canned email newsletters and stuff.
So common question that I'm sure you get is it difficult to get your past clients into a Facebook group?
Well, we're friends with a lot of our past clients. I mean, we make a point of building a good relationship during the process and wanting to stay in their life. So for the most part, we're probably friends with about 70% of the clients that we help. Our email newsletter also has a link, so they can request to join. So if they don't want to be friends with their agent, which some people don't,
right.
They can request to join the group. So we have a really good percentage of people who join the group, but if they don't want to be part of the group or they're not big Facebook people, then that's okay too. They can just respond to the email and get entered in the draw. And we've made it so that they have to physically go out of their way to enter the draw to have some interaction with us, rather than everybody goes in and just becomes a draw and everybody doesn't really pay attention. I think when we launched it, I remember one of our clients actually wrote down, they're like, this is the best thing to happen to Facebook in years. Like, perfect, that's what we want.
Such a great compliment. So, okay, so the idea is you don't break up with your clients after the deal is done. You remain friends, and you do contests, and I love that, friends with benefits. Like, that's so fun. And so do those people like get to know each other then in the group? Like they talk to each other about real estate?
That's something we hadn't expected. So we are seeing some interaction starting with, hey, I need to do a bathroom renovation. Who's had good success with somebody? So they're starting to develop kind of relationships between it. There's a lot of fun that happens when we offer something like handyman services, and then the spouses start to go at it. And then there's a lot of fun interaction between them about what's required. So it's actually become a really interactive space for them to be in.
Right.
Which is fun. And we don't share content on there. We don't spam it. Literally, there will be one post a month and a live video about who the draw is. Sometimes we'll do things like, hey, we've got extra tickets to go see a play tonight. Who wants them?
Right.
So we'll do quick little giveaways too, and we do events as well. So like every year we have the Brawl beer team, dream team. And that'll be part of the Friends with Benefits, and whoever wants to be on it can come and hang out with us at some of the summer festivals.
Okay, so
and that's
for those who don't know what the beer dream team is, explain that.
So every year there's a big festival in Toronto, the Toronto International Festival of Beer. Brendan, my husband and partner, and I are big beer people. And we literally put together a team of fun people that are great beer drinkers, and we hit the beer festival. We make fun t-shirts that do not have our branding on it. It's really just a way to kind of bond and do something fun together. We do Toronto Taste with a group of people every year, which is like a big charity event. And that's just kind of, rather than doing the big parties that we find are really a lot of money and a lot of work to organize, we'd rather connect with a smaller group of people more often.
Right, I love that. So what else, other than Friends with Benefits? Like, what do you guys do to love on the people that you already have?
So, I mean, it's funny, most of the times that we're out sharing, it's talking about all the stuff that we do on digital and getting new people, because it's a big part of our business. Right. But we do care a lot about our clients. And I think for us, I mean, it's a base value of who we are as people and who we are as a team. So it's less about, oh, we're doing this because we want repeat and referral business, and more about just being awesome and being remembered as being awesome, so that when they do want to buy or sell, or their friends do, we come to mind. So for us, like, we don't ask for referrals. We don't have, a line at the bottom of our email that says your referrals or, me to my business, or whatever that line is everybody uses. For us, it's really about just doing cool stuff.
Right.
So we'll look for opportunities in our clients' lives to do something cool. So I remember once we had a client who was pregnant and their washer dryer was upstairs. They had a new one coming in. They couldn't get it out. They talked about it on Facebook. We're like, boom, we'll send somebody over and take care of that for you.
That's awesome.
And this is someone who'd bought with us, several years earlier and wasn't going to be buying anytime soon. So we're just doing something cool.
Right.
We had a young client pass away last year, early in the year, and the wife obviously had a son and become a single mother. So at Christmas, we reached out to her and we said, look, we have a full-time handyman on staff. What can we do to help? So we went over, we fixed a bunch of stuff. We did all of our Christmas shopping. We wrapped her Christmas presents just to make Christmas a little bit easier. Right. And it's not about selling her house. It's just about, being cool to people who need it.
Right. And I love that, because it's so much about just finding the personal ways to be a decent human being with the people that you know. And sometimes we think it has to be this big client event, or it has to be this big giant thing, but really it could just be those small one-on-one opportunities to go, this person has a need. I love that.
Yeah. And we try to do both. I mean, we're a team of 13 people, 9 agents. So it's a lot of past clients that we have. So Friends with Benefits lets us reach everybody all together. Little events gets us smaller people. And then we just look for opportunities to do cool stuff with the people that we know. I mean, with all of the changes on Facebook, that's changed the way real estate agents connect with their clients, because you don't necessarily see your clients' posts and you don't know when they're in trouble and they've got a brand new TV and they want to put it up on the wall and they screwed it up. Right? I mean, that happens
As we all
the
do.
time. It's like, don't worry. I will send my handyman over. He'll be there at 4 o'clock.
That's awesome.
What's it going to cost me? Like 25 bucks, 30 bucks?
That's awesome.
Right? I mean, I have a full-time handyman, so that's easier. But for everybody else, I mean, that's not a big expense.
Right.
So we do have Facebook lists of all of our past clients, so we can always stay on top of what's happening in their lives and be able to make that connection. So we know when people are having babies, we know when people are getting married. We have little umbrella onesies that go out. When Emma has a baby and it just says nice crib.
I love that.
Cute. They're pretty cute. But they're easy things, right? So we try to do the personal connections, and we know what's happening in their lives, and then kind of the bigger stuff. And once a year we do a big event, and we have good success, and we've done movie nights and we've done big parties. But honestly, I think the chance to connect with people is really in a much smaller space than that.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I think, you're right. It can be a mix of both. I think the big giant things, but also those one-on-one moments where, what I love is that you're doing all these things, but I'm not reading about them on Facebook. It's not about, hey, let me take a picture with this onesie every time, like it's those things that you're humanizing yourself and your team for your people. And it doesn't have to be a production. It doesn't have to be for show. I love that.
This is actually the first time that we're ever actually talking about Friends with Benefits publicly. It's really something only our clients know. So we don't use it as a way of getting new business and closing people. We don't promote about it. It's literally just something we're doing for people that we like and that we've helped. I mean, we're lucky with as real estate agents. We are very connected, and we know a ton of people. And no matter what's wrong with your house, I'll have somebody who can fix it. And the demographic that we're serving, we're selling these old Toronto houses to people for the very first time, and they don't know what to do. So it's like, hey, you know what? We're going to send someone to go clean your gutters this month.
Right.
Who needs their gutters cleaned? Right? It's like $200. From an agent's perspective,
right.
It's a super, super cheap way of connecting with people. People love it.
Yeah.
And what we usually do is also make a point of getting a discount for everybody else.
Right.
So if you don't win the gutter cleaning, hey, we've got 25% off of this provider. By the way, clean your gutters.
That's perfect. I love that.
Don't do that.
That's so.
The other thing we do with Friends with Benefits is we take the chance to promote our clients' businesses.
Okay, so tell me about that.
Because we've got a phenomenal group of entrepreneurs doing really cool things, have all sorts of businesses, and we like to promote that. So we will give away things with Friends with Benefits, or we'll just do one-off things. I mean, we've got somebody who runs a mobile lube business for your car. So next month we're giving that away, because I mean, it's a pain to go get all that changed. So it's like, boom, don't worry, we've got that covered. We're sending somebody to your house to get it done.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And then get a discount. And then also now you're helping out your client who's running a small business, and that's
exactly
right.
So it's like love all around.
I love that, because we have people that that may be watching that have clients that run businesses like coffee shops or pizza places or whatever, and so like, hey, 3 giant pizzas for the big game for my past clients, and then everybody else gets whatever, $2 off a large pizza this month, and now everybody wins, and I love that idea. That's so cool. So cool. Yeah. You guys rock.
I mean, that's the kind of stuff that we try to do. I mean, it isn't, I mean, some of it is a strategy that we sit down and think about Friends with Benefits, sure. But a lot of it is just the organic stuff that happens from, right. Just knowing a lot of cool people.
So for people that are watching this and thinking they'd love to start a program like this, guys, come up with your own name, be creative, right? Like, don't steal all Mel's stuff, but hey, what are, like, top advice then? Like, are you planning this all out like a year in advance, or is it just kind of coming to you month by month, and
we have a brainstorm list of about 15, 20 ideas, though we're always looking for new ideas, so we don't necessarily stick to that list. I mean, it's not a lot of maintenance from our perspective. We've obviously got a MailChimp list of all our past clients. We do a cool email every month. We put a note on Facebook. I mean, it's pretty easy.
That's cool.
I mean, the Christmas giveaway, I mean, the number of people that were tuning in for that was amazing. And it was all stuff to make your Christmas easier. To the point of like, hey, we'll come wrap your presents for a day and run your errands.
Oh.
Like, that was one of the giveaways.
Oh my God, I would love to win that. Like, oh, sign me up.
And yeah, and then we sent over a cleaner. We're like, boom, 8 hours of cleaning. Who needs it? Because there's nothing worse than having to clean before Christmas.
So let me ask you, do you put a budget in place for the year for these types of things, or do you just sort of roll it in, like, or do you say, approximately this is how much we know we're going to spend, or have you been doing this for a while and kind of know that?
We've talked about the idea for about 2 years before implementing it. we have a kind of a basic budget if my coach is watching. Of course I have a budget. No, we kind of wing it.
We totally
and
budget.
depending on what makes sense. I mean, it's not a ton of money. I think we paid for snow removal for somebody for the winter, and I think that was like $500. That's been our most expensive benefit so far.
Right.
This month we did a weekend getaway at our house in Prince Edward County,
which is gorgeous.
Which is super fun. I had a lot of people excited about that.
Yeah. I would like that in the summer by the pool. That'd be great.
Totally.
Awesome. Well, I love it. And I'm going to let you go because I know you're busy and we wanted to stay on track, but thank you so much. Like, I love that you're talking about human to human, like looking for little things that make people's life easier, you know, things like onesies and people to move washing machines. I mean, that's a brilliant strategy, and just following up so that it's a constant, hey, we'd like to help you with just your life, instead of constantly saying, when are you ready to buy or sell? You know?
Yeah. And that never comes up. I mean, we never ask the question.
And it should. Like, at that point, it doesn't have to, because, you know, you're their people. So love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining and for sharing all of that magic. And if people want to get a hold of you or refer to you, what's the best way for them to reach you?
Facebook's always an easy way, but our website is getwhatyouwant.ca, and I think almost all those emails come to me.
Getwhatyouwant.ca, by the way, guys, is an amazing website. Like, I can't say that word, but amazing. Yes.
Well, thanks for inviting me. I love this idea, because I think we do all spend so much time talking about getting new clients and digital this and digital that, and yet this is really, you know, this is the low-hanging fruit and the way to feel good about what you do on a day-to-day basis.
And everybody's doing something different, which is super fun. I got a couple of people lined up for the next couple of weeks, and just like, they're all different. Everybody's going to bring a different strategy, which is super fun. So on that note, the person that I have lined up for next week is actually on the call right now, and it is everyone's favorite, Michael Thorne from Langley, BC. And I'm sure he's going to bring some like even way out there different stuff. So I'm excited. So thanks everybody for joining us. Thanks, Mel. I seem to have gotten you frozen there for a minute, but thanks for everyone joining. Thanks, Mel. And this was really fun. Stay tuned for next week.